Hello, everybody.
Hey, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us.
I always get nervous that YouTube is like, we have a live thing, but it's black.
It'll come. It's just waking up from its, I don't know. It had too much fun over the weekend.
What if I go... This is today's. I don't understand what's happening.
I don't know. I'm going to just go with it.
Okay. There it is.
So today, we thought we'd talk about Halloween time because it's in full swing at the Disney Resort. I'm wearing my first ever night merch of Oogie Boogie Bash. So I've got my first ever Oogie Boogie Bash t-shirt. Oh, it doesn't have the year. Oh, yeah, there it is. 2019.
I was like, they always have the year.
Yeah, I know, but I couldn't find it. 2019. Same with the ears. First ever. And I think, I hate to say it, but I think these were my favorite years of all of the different years that they...
For Oogie Boogie Bash?
All of the years of ears. Say that 5 times fast.
And then I got this year's Halloween shirt, which I really like because it's got embroidered stuff. Like this is, I'm going to bring the camera closer. Because this is like embroidered. And then there's other parts of it that are just like screen printed, like all this stuff. But it's a cool shirt. It's also got the embroidered on the arm. Now that I've jostled everybody around. So, hello Jill and Deanne and Christy and Ashley and Josh. And Lee.
I just can't get over... How many foodie guides did we go over? 3.
A lot.
I think there are 3 foodie guides right now for all of the fun festivities for the fall season, which is just crazy. And they all look amazing. Every time these foodie guides come out, I wish I was local so that I could go and try all of the things. But yeah,
All of the things.
all of the things.
Hello, Megan and Nicole.
And the old hag installation in the
looks
Grand
great.
Californian Hotel looks wildly cool. Red 5 checking it. That's
Hello,
hilarious, Johnny. But yeah, wild. Yes, Jill, there's 3 of them. And I double checked before we went over the most recent one because I'm like, surely this overlaps with stuff on the other 2. No, it does not. It does not overlap. There are 3 unique foodie guides, so tons of treats.
Did you... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to derail us. But did you see that really awesome Make-A-Wish family thing in Galaxy's Edge? That was so cool.
Was that at... Yeah, it was Disneyland.
Hello,
yeah.
Cat. They had like a whole show. I didn't watch the show, but I saw tons of clips on social media, and I was like, what?
No, it looked really incredible.
I'm trying to find... Because didn't they have a article that showed the hag on the Disney Parks blog?
I don't remember. I know for sure they've shared him online on
I'll
like
just search
social
it
medias
here.
and such. But yeah, she looks... Oh, no, there was. Because it talked about like how many pounds of, stuff. Of like sugar and eggs and Rice Krispie treats and...
Here we go.
Oh, maybe it was just we got it from Mice Chat.
I'm just trying to find... Here we go.
There
it looks
she
so awesome.
is.
Browser, is that going to bring up what I want? No, it never brings up exactly what I want.
Have you heard anything about when World of Color will return? The book Lamplight? Ooh, that's a good question, Nicole. I know that they went down for a refurb, but I don't remember how long that refurb was scheduled for or if it had an end date or not. Hopefully.
Hello, Bonnie and Tara.
Well, let's think. First week in November. I don't know if they'll be... Because the holidays are starting, November 15th?
Mm-hmm.
So Oh, I don't
We'll
know
make
if World of Color will be going at then or not, or if that's when the refurb's happening for them to flip it over. I don't know, because it takes time for them to switch the different versions, but I don't remember how long it takes for them to switch
For World of Color?
each year. Yeah, World of Color.
That's a great question.
Hello, Bonnie. Oh, Tara and her mom are preparing for a girls' trip. Oh, and her first ever Oogie Boogie Bash. That's going to be amazing. Do you guys have costumes that you're doing for Oogie Boogie Bash? Making your costumes. Very cool. That takes time, talent, and dedication for sure.
I'm trying to see. I don't know why their website always has to, like, refresh.
Just in case. Look at that. I was right. November 15th is when the holidays begin at Disneyland.
Where is...
Just search it.
I'm looking for the calendar.
Oh.
Here it
I
is.
always have a hard time finding the calendar too.
Their website could use a little bit more user-friendliness.
Yes.
5-day view. Because when do they have the first week in November?
So go to fireworks and nighttime. Ooh, it's not even going on now. Interesting. Oh, Yzma and the poison bottle. That's really fun. Bounding as Ursula. Very cool.
Yeah, World of Color 1, temporarily unavailable. All right, first week in November.
Mm-hmm.
It does not go out that far.
Yeah, but... Wow. I'm surprised it's down for at least a month. So...
It's probably down till after Halloween.
Nicole, I don't know if you've been checking this, but this will be updating soon because it updates like, I don't know, like a month in advance. Maybe a little like a month and a half in advance.
Yeah.
So right now it goes all the way through Sunday, October 27th. But Tag will post the calendar link. So if you want to check this, maybe check it in a week and hopefully it'll show closer to your trip dates to see if World of Color 1's scheduled for refurbishment or not. I didn't realize it was that long. So this must be a to be determined.
It says
length.
last week, so I assume it'll come back for the holidays.
Yeah, I would think so too, but I don't know if that
Yeah.
includes the week that she's there or not. Checking the calendar daily. I mean, that was a good call, Nicole. I would have done the same thing because you can always drop the reservation if it doesn't come back. Otherwise, just enjoy. I am biased.
great place
That
to
is
eat.
like my favorite place to eat in DCA. Is the
Lamplight.
Lamplight. I was gonna say Pixar Place. I'm like, nope, that's the hotel, not that. Yeah, Lamplight. It's one of my favorite places, and really just sitting on the water at nighttime with all of the lights from the Incredicoaster and from the pal around reflecting off of the water. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Hello, Becca.
Okay, do we plan to come out to California parks again? 1,000,000% we will be out at the California parks. However, we will not be at the Disney Expo, the Disney Anna Expo in October. It looks incredible. They have quite the lineup of guests that they have been sharing for their show and sale. All sorts of voice actors. So if you're interested in meeting the voices behind some of your most favorite characters, you gotta sign up. You gotta go. Like, it's wild. I'm also super bummed because one of our friends they just announced that they're getting an award. The Disney Anna Fan Club President's Award honoree this time in October will be none other than Rick Law, which I messaged him. I'm like, I'm so sad that we're not going to be there just just because, like, I would have loved to have been there in person to celebrate, but we'll be cheering him on from afar. But well deserving. But yeah, lots and lots of, like, voices behind the scenes.
Oh, artists from the Animation
Come
Academy.
on! They're just... Ugh. I'm gonna, like, confess to everybody. I think I fessed up to you.
You did.
Already. When we saw that Rick was going to be honored, I pulled that weekend up and I started looking for flights because I'm like, maybe I can swing, like, just do a long weekend. We decided we weren't going to be doing long weekends because we always feel like we aren't out there long enough when it's only like 2 to 3 days. But for this, maybe we'll make an exception. And it's the same weekend that Vern and I have tickets to go see Beetlejuice, a musical here locally. So, like, it would be tight if we were able to do it because we're seeing the matinee on Sunday and the event is Saturday into Sunday. So it just wouldn't work. But man, if anybody else is going, this looks like it's going to be awesome. I think they changed locations, so it's going to be bigger.
Is this different now than the place
Yeah, different. It's
they switched
Irvine.
Again?
We saw the last time.
Yeah,
we saw the last time that they were at this. We've been at the same location. Each time we've gone, it's been the same location. That location did change names in the time that we had been there, but still the same physical location, address, building. But now they're shifting because it was in Anaheim. Now they're shifting it to Irvine.
Because isn't this like closer to like the airport or something?
Yes,
Somebody was saying too?
Yes, it's closer to like the airport. Whereas the last location was pretty darn close to Disneyland.
Oh,
but
yeah,
again,
John Wayne's like right there.
Yeah, it's like right next to John Wayne Airport. But then again, it's right, still not too far from Disneyland. See, even more excuse I could give myself as to why I could fly out there for the weekend because it's right next to the airport.
Wow.
You could almost walk from the airport to the Marriott.
You
there.
could walk from the airport. That's not very far.
No, not
Lee,
at all.
I did not see Luminaria at all. We painted this at the beginning of...
It was during COVID. It was during 2020, maybe 2021.
There's a dirty secret that I'll share with you.
Oh. It's not the whole wall.
We stopped here outside the shot, and it's just played...
Yeah, it's white everywhere else.
But I think, honestly, for the non-technical people that we are when it comes to stuff like this, I think we did a good job. The hardest part...
I'm going to say this. It looks good on camera. It does not look as good when you get close to it because our tape didn't make as clean of a line as I would have liked.
But the hardest part was to choose what color went where so there wasn't too many things next to each other or whatever.
That was the hardest part.
That took for what felt like forever.
Mm-hmm. And if I stare at it long enough, I'm going to be like... Nope, it's still not quite right.
I like it though. Still,
it took a while, but it was fun.
Yeah, and then we've added stuff like wrong way. Stuff from D20. Where am I?
Way over.
There we go. D23. My stock certificate for Disney. Cool. Steven art stuff. There's also some down here.
Mm-hmm.
If I get rid of that.
That's a Rick Law.
Rick Law. Yep. All Enchanting Ears.
Yeah.
Also All Enchanting Ears.
Oh, yeah.
Our great find that I guilted Teresa into buying, but I think she's glad about. And then, of course, our, because that's yours and that's yours, right?
Yep. And then the other two are yours. You have to go straight. You can't go back.
Yeah.
So, like,
that one and that one.
Yeah, these are yours.
I keep feeling I'm going to, like, poke you in the eye.
These are mine.
Poor Elliot.
Bonnie, we are not doing Oogie Boogie Bash this year. This is, like, very difficult for me because this is the first year that Tag was not there the first Oogie Boogie Bash. And I think you were very sad about that. And so we made it a point to make sure that we were at the next time that they had Oogie Boogie Bash. So we did 22 and 23. Because, we did 19. They didn't have it in 20 or 21. Had it back. Was that it? Have you done 2 or have you done 3?
I think we've done 2.
Okay. Yeah, so no Oogie Boogie. So I have, like, I feel like I've broken a streak since I went to the first.
The problem too is like we're trying to be honest with ourselves because we've done a lot. We're trying not to continuously do the same things because there's a bunch of stuff that we've talked about for a while that we've wanted to do that we haven't done.
We want to do all the things, but we just can't do all the things because
something I would like to do, but I don't know. Maybe next year. I'd really think it'd be cool to go for like New Year's. Like that'd be cool. Like it'd be crazy, but I think it'd be cool.
Oh, look at that. 21 was your first one.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yep, and we did D23, yes, which was expensive, Becca.
Yeah.
Especially now that you had to buy, like, it was an extra cost to be able to do the Honda Center, too. We did the cheap seats in the Honda Center. It was a little terrifying up there, but we did it, and we survived. The first night, I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast or if I talked about it on maybe one of our other live streams, but we walked up to our seats, and I mean, like, walked up to our seats, and we sat down, and I just, like, was death gripping my, I don't get, like, scared of, I don't know, like, it was almost like we were, like, I felt, like, weird, like, lightheaded and just, like, disoriented a little bit with how steep it was, and I just remember looking at Tag, I'm like, I don't care if I have to, like, if at any point during this, if I have to, like, if my body is like, you need to go pee, I'm waiting. I'm not getting, I can't. I'm not getting up. I'm not going up and down these stairs any more than I need to get up and down these stairs. Thankfully for me, that
they were
first
also
night,
narrow.
I did not, like, my bladder, like, understood the assignment, and we didn't have any issues. And
you
going
did one
down,
of the other nights, though. You went to the bathroom.
The next night, because each night I got, like, I don't know if my body got more comfortable with it or if my brain got
we didn't die the
more
first
comfortable with it or what happened. But, yeah, I did run down right before it started the second night to use the restroom and ran back up. And I decided, and I told this to the lady that was sitting next to us, because she was really like, oh, my gosh, this is steep and this is high. It was weird because if you didn't, like, if you just looked at the stairs as you were going down, it was fine. It was when you kind of, like, were trying to look out and looking at the stairs that it was a little, like, disorienting. But, yeah, no, my bladder was very well behaved that first night, thankfully, because everybody was doing the wave, and I'm like, I'm not standing up.
We did this. We didn't stand up, though.
I'm like, I'm not standing up because I just had this, like, fear that I was going to, like, just in the, like, leaning over, like, you know, how you get up, right? You have to, like, lean forward. I'm like, I'm going to go tumbling down, and that'll be the end. I went at D23.
I don't think anybody else was standing up either. I think everybody
everybody, I think, was in that same, like, thought process of, no, we're not standing unless we need to.
Those chairs were incredibly narrow, too, because the first night I had put, like, we had a drink, and I set it in the cup holder. Then I went to sit down, and I felt like I was sitting on the drink.
Yeah, they were not the
and then
most
the guy next to me
chairs.
was man-spreading.
We did look out because the first night we were 2 in from the aisle, so it was like seats 3 and 4.
Did
we'll
anybody
call
come
them.
to that second seat ever?
Nobody ever came to that second seat. So the first night nobody was in seat 1 and 2, and then the second night there was somebody in the aisle, but there was never anybody in that middle seat between me and the person in the aisle. So.
Yeah. You got to put, like, stuff there.
So, yeah. So then I, like, was able to put my bag over there. I shifted my legs over into that area so then Tag could shift his legs over. So it was one of those, if we would have had somebody there, would not have been as comfortable. And then the last night, there wasn't as many people there. So there was nobody actually sitting in the seats right in front of us. So we were able to, like, put our feet up on the backs of those chairs and really, like, spread out. But, yeah. Whew. I don't know, though, because those seats were... For the 3 days with the expo plus the seats, it was like, what, $440 or something for the cheapest seats? And then one section down was a couple $100 more. I'm like, I mean, I would have rather not been at the top of the high angle, but I don't necessarily know if it was hundreds of dollars. Like, you know what I mean? We're just really happy we were in the room.
I actually feel, too, that, like, there were some people that were... And we talked to some people that sat, like, on the floor, like on the orchestra seat, or the orchestra seats, I guess you'd call them, right in front, like, on the floor. And
yeah, they're floor seats.
From where we were, I was like, there's too much, like, there's 2 camera operators and stuff walking. I'm like, I feel like I would have been annoyed that people would have been in front of me, but then also, like, but you're really close to people. Like, some people were saying that they were just a couple rows away from this person or that person. I'm like,
well, one weekly
that's
tier
cool,
was
but-
like sitting right next to a descendant of Walt himself.
That's true.
So I mean, come on, how cool. And like other people were just like a couple like a row or two back from all of the Disney legends. So come on, if you could be sitting and like Jamie Lee Curtis is like right there,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
I like the seat. Given the choice, I think like if I could have picked any seat in the whole venue, I probably would have picked one section like down from us.
Mm-hmm. And maybe,
But
like,
I don't think I would have been on the floor. Like I liked being able to see everything.
Yeah. Would you
So-
have gone? Because we were in the back, so like we were centered. If
I
you
would have been
will.
centered
You
still.
still would have been centered. Because
Yeah.
sometimes I think I want to go like
Outside.
a little bit closer, so then you're closer, so you can see better. But then you've got the side angle.
Yeah. I like
Pros
to
and
be able to see
cons.
off the front. I feel like that's kind of like the optimal
Yeah. Oh yeah.
spot.
Yeah. It was very very
Anyway,
cool.
Halloween. We're talking about August, which I mean, Halloween time did start.
It did start in August. To be fair, you bought that shirt in August.
I
so-
did, and I'm
There's
glad
that.
because I love it. I love purple, and this is just kind of I don't know. It's cool. It feels like it's gonna be durable too.
I think that might be tough about that one. I mean, it's perfect for our fall season, but I could see that's a lot of screen print on that, so I could see how that could be a
Will be
little
hot.
warm
Yeah.
since it wouldn't be very breathable in the front there. But
Is anybody
it's a fun design.
in the chat going to Oogie Boogie Bash this year?
Yeah, we Tara and her mom, and then Jill said that they
Oh, yeah.
have their costumes that they're
So,
talking about.
are you guys doing our recommendation? Do you start in the back and work your way forward? Because that's how we were able to get through like everything last time. It was pretty awesome.
Jill knows. I think Jill did the execution with us.
And Christy's going. Okay.
Very fun. Who villain treat trail wise? Who's everybody looking forward to?
Oh.
October 3rd.
Not too long. I took your trips in a second, and they work perfectly. Yay!
Recent closures you should be aware of. For Oogie Boogie Bash, Tara, or just in general?
I don't know about closures, Tara, but the nose cone of the monorail's back open. So if you ride the monorail, ask to sit in the nose cone. It's air conditioned, and it's an awesome view.
And it's cool.
Oh no, Bonnie!
Oh, Bonnie. Hopefully you'll be able to do both of the things. And it'll all work out
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate.
for the parks. I'm trying to think if there's nothing else that was like
Space is back open.
space is back open. I can't think of anything else that's kind of
Pooh
like
is back open.
Yep. That's it. Like the train is still closed, which it's been. Oh, it'd be your first time too. Okay, extra hope in the like universe
Yeah.
for you. Christy, yes, Hades looks incredible.
Bonnie Oogie Boogie Bash is the premier after hours.
It's so fun.
thing.
Christy, if you go the Tag and Teresa method, which is go to the back of the park and work your way forward, that looks like for Hades it might work really well.
Because at night.
Lighting effects for Hades. You want to see that when it's dark outside. But B, I was watching, who is it? Magic Journey's video report of Oogie Boogie Bash. They were there for the second party night, and they were there at the like towards the end of the night, and there was no line. There was like hardly any line for it was a walk up. We'll call it that. There was a walk up
Yeah.
for Hades. So like if you're into doing like the interactions with the different characters and that it looked like it was a great time because they were able to kind of hang out and chat with him and have really fun character interactions with Hades. But yeah, we always like to start at the back of the park with Sid because Sid is just about being roasted. It doesn't matter if it's light out or dark out when you go visit him way back by Bing Bong's Treats, but the rest of them I think they look better in the dark.
I'm trying to find.
Mim's probably Mim's in a great spot because you can go visit Mim multiple times and she's worth it. 100% worth visiting Mim all the times that you can because she's so fun.
So we start. I'm gonna show this on the map. So we start back here. Back.
And this
in this area.
This was my accidental find because this is how I've done it every single year.
Yeah.
I accidentally figured this out in 2019. Do that. Do your magic key holder thing.
The non-treat trail is definitely Villains
Grove. And the parade. The parade happens twice a night. Villains Grove's going constantly. If you can try and catch going into Villains Grove while one of the parades is happening, that should help with your wait time.
Yeah.
However, that line moves pretty well. The
Even
lines,
if it looks bad.
Yeah, the lines that do not move are the photo op meet and greet character things. The treat trails move really well with the villains in the treat trails, but if you're like just wanting to stand next to different characters and villains that are out, that was the slowest, longest waits.
Yeah. Also, if you're magic key holders, make sure you go under the Silly Symphony swings because you'll get a whatever their gift is this year. They have a magic key holder thing. This one here is like a photo op thing, right? Because that was the
that one's
cauldron.
fun. Yeah, that one's fun. That's just a photo op.
Yeah.
But there's a treat trail.
Did you see, by the way, it looks like our favorite Sid friend
I don't think he's there anymore.
is not there anymore.
Ooh.
Oh, that sounds like it'd be awesome.
Used to jump scare you on Pirates. I don't know if I could handle that. I'm such a scaredy cat, but I would love it.
But
One of
definitely
these
do
times-
Villains Grove, and you have to do it at night, like
One
when
of
it's
these
dark.
times, maybe like next time we're out there for Halloween time, we should also piggyback and do Universal.
Oh, they're Halloween Horror Nights?
Maybe I will be brave enough to do a Universal Halloween Horror Nights. Maybe.
I don't think you will, because
You
that
know
looks
what?
terrifying to me.
I was watching, some of the houses don't look too bad. Majority of them look terrible. But there's a Ghostbuster house that looked like, that's my type of haunted house, where
Okay.
it's like well-themed, and it's like kind of got a storyline, and it's not just like jump scares
Now I'm
galore.
curious.
You haven't watched any of the Halloween Horror Nights stuff?
No.
Sorry, I know this is a Disneyland podcast. I apologize for shifting around.
This
It's
one?
so fun.
Oh, Attractions
Yes.
360.
They do look very scary.
By the way, friends of our and I say friends of ours because when I first started doing Disneyland Weekly on YouTube back in like 2012, Attractions 360 is the YouTube channel. They were very nice and allowed me to use some of their video footage as like my little intro
Look
thing or
at
whatever.
that.
And I've messaged them a couple times when I was on Twitter. And they're very friendly and helpful. They do, if you follow them on Instagram, they're traveling all the time. And they do all of these events. They go to all the theme parks around the world, all theme parks, not just
What a
Disneyland
life,
or
huh?
Universal or whatever. And they travel. And what's amazing is they put amazing videos of all their stuff online. So from 2 weeks ago, they posted the Ghostbusters one, 89,000 views already.
It
And they do
looks
great.
cool.
They do great videos. They don't talk over it or anything. They try to get like the best shots of everything. It is wonderful.
But yeah, have you seen the newest?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just based on the newest film. Can we go back to the chat so I can see? Let's see. Decided not to go to Bash this year, but it's been this. Yes, that is very true, Scott. So that made it a little easier for us to give it up this year, but it's still so fun. It's so fun. One of these times maybe I need to try Mickey's Not So Scary in Florida to try and compare the two, but I feel like doing Oogie Boogie Bash as like the first ever after hours event, I got spoiled. It's really hard for all the other events to live up to it. Because it's just, I don't know. I like the walk by character meet and greets. I think that's the way to do it. Because then you can see you get to see more characters and experience more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Probably going to Halloween Horror Nights the Saturday before Halloween. Hoo-hoo-hoo. We will be thinking about you, and I hope you survive, Kevin. I enjoy watching other people's videos, which makes me think I can be brave to go do these things. But I think in reality, I don't know if I'd make it like through the first scare
You
zone.
were freaking out inside of a locked car when COVID was happening.
Yeah.
So question. So the Mickey's Not So Scary Party, the Castle Show, did this
looks
replace
cool.
the Sanderson Sisters show?
it's
There's
both.
2 shows. Nice.
It's both. You get the Sanderson Sisters show, and you get this really cool Jack Skellington, larger than life puppet thing.
Where do you have time that you're watching all of this stuff?
Oh, I make time for Halloween stuff, Tag. I make time because it's stuff that I won't ever that I don't get to experience. I like to go live vicariously through others.
Do we need to expand DL Weekly to be like just
ordinary?
Disney parks?
It's Ordinary Adventures. That's the secret. I love Ordinary Adventures. They go do all these fun things, and I live vicariously through them. That's why I know like cruise stuff. They've started me on these tangents, and I've just like taken off running.
Oh, is that like a giant?
Cool. It's a giant puppet. Is the coolest thing.
Really hate ads. Okay. What?
And he like walks out on stage. He's amazing. Like,
that is so cool.
Could we have something like this? Maybe not Jack Skellington, but something similar to this for like
that looks so good.
Maybe not for our nighttime shows because we don't have a stage in front of our castle like they do there. But could you like something for Phantasmic? Like you could have cool puppets like that. I mean, they've got the snake puppet thing sort of. I don't really think that's a puppet because it's just kind of like a costume.
Here's the problem. Is part of me likes the idea of a stage in front of the castle, but then it blocks the castle.
Yeah, then you can't walk through the castle.
So I think Paris did the best thing because they have a stage to the right.
Oh, there you go.
So they can still perform and there's a castle behind them, but it's not blocking
the walking through.
View from Main Street.
Did you show them clips?
I did.
He's so cool. Okay, let's see.
Best cold brews.
Best cold brews that aren't too sweet. Nicole, have you had the Black Calf in Galaxy's Edge at Docking Bay 7? I'm wondering
is that your favorite,
on your sweetness level scale where that falls.
What's your favorite Black Calf in general?
My favorite cold brew in general? Yeah. Oh, not yet. Okay. That one, put the Black Calf cold brew on your list. That one, for what they offer at the park, there are ones that are definitely sweeter than that one is. The one I would recommend you avoiding is at Jolly Holiday. It's the Chimney Sweep cold brew. That is one of the few that I've tried and genuinely did not know if I could finish because there's they add a smoky flavor to it, and the smoky flavor with coffee and cream just was not working for me. There is a Reese's peanut butter cup one. I guess it's probably not Reese's because they probably didn't. It's probably not branded, but it's a peanut butter cold brew that has been getting rave reviews. Oh, the horchata from Rancho I like, not too sweet. Okay, gotcha. That helps. Let me hang on. I gotta look and see what they have right now before I tell you stuff.
You need to do
a cold brew corner.
A cold brew corner like Vern did the churro
talk.
Yeah,
churro chat with Vern. Okay, so Black Calf cold brew, Docking Bay 7. Put that at your list. That is a permanent menu item at the parks. Honestly, if you're gonna be at Yes, Scott. The one at Tiana's too. The cold brew that's permanently on the menu there at Tiana's. I really like that one too. It's a chicory cold brew. Very, very good. The other one in Disneyland that's a permanent menu item is at Carthay. No. At Carnation Cafe. And it's just a cold brew that has a sweet cream in it. It's simple but very, very delicious. However, you have to be eating there. It is a sit-down restaurant. But the other two you can mobile order. Docking Bay 7 doesn't open until 10 or 10:30 though. So if you need a cold brew right away in the morning, another good one is there's a nitro cold brew at Maurice's Treats. And it's do the mocha nitro cold brew. The nice thing about that is the chocolate sauce. They drizzle it all over the inside of the cup. So you can kind of control your sweetness on that, because if you don't mix it at all, it's just the nitro cold brew with a hint of the chocolate. But if you like it sweeter, then just sit there, and it does take a lot of mixing. Mix. And then you can kind of make it sweeter with how much of the chocolate sauce you mix in or dissolve into your drink. Those are all permanent menu ones. I have not tried any of the seasonal ones that they've got this year. There's a Jack Skellington one somewhere in New Orleans Square that people have been saying is really fun. But those are all the regular ones. Oh, you know, Becca, I've got a tip for you. Go to Maurice's Treats and get the Nitro Cold Brew. They're served no ice. They're just served cold out of the tap. Absolutely no ice. So that's probably like the best value because you're not paying for any ice. Nicole, let me get you some for DCA. Hang on. Because those were just the Disneyland. Those were just the Disneyland
It
ones.
would be nice if in the mobile app you could put like a comment or something. I feel like that would be helpful sometimes.
That would be helpful. DCA, my favorite ones are over at the Cappuccino Cart. There is, so the seasonal one that everybody's going crazy for online is the peanut butter cold brew. Chocolate and peanut butter infused cold brew, peanut butter cold foam, and M&M's peanut butter chocolate candies on top. Very delicious. There's also permanent menu item at the Cappuccino Cart, a Vietnamese iced coffee.
Have you had that one?
Yes. It's so good. The first time I had it was when we were on our VIP tour.
Oh.
It's feeling fancy. So maybe I just really like it because it reminds me of when we were on a VIP tour. But Cappuccino Cart in DCA. Otherwise, Pim always has cold brews. They are on the sweeter, more desserty side, the cold brews that are over at Pim. So
what was the one that was a special time thing that I loved?
Really loved
like an Oreo cold
the
brew
cookies and cream
Cookies
cold
and cream.
brew, which is still on the menu.
Really? Because I don't do coffee really ever, so it was good.
Tag does not do coffee, and he loved the cookies and cream cold brew, so that is definitely a dessert cold brew. But yeah, maybe we'll have a cold brew corner post trips, and I can talk to you guys about the different cold brews. But yeah, so there. I hope that gave you a few ideas, Nicole. Maybe too many ideas, but that's usually my problem. I have to have like 2 cold brews a day just to try and get through the list, so I can have all of the delicious caffeine. But yeah, Scott, thank you for chiming in. I forgot about the chicory cold brew at Tiana's, but that one's super, super good too. How I forgot about that, I don't know. But each time we've gone to Tiana's, that's what I've got. I no soda, no water.
Like everything at Tiana's has been
brew.
good, so I think like we just think like everything's good. We don't think anything in particular.
Our experience has been that everything's good. I know other people haven't had that similar experience. Yeah. When are you guys doing your holiday trip this year? Megan, we don't have a holiday trip planned this year. We don't
have another trip planned at all.
We planned poorly. We planned all of the trips we planned were for going all the way out to California were like boom, boom, boom. So we did all of our trips
one in April, one in June, and one in August.
Yeah. So we kind of were on again, off again with when we were down in California. So this is a really weird and rare thing for us. We don't have our next trip planned as of yet. So I told Tag that, and I was talking about this on our stream or our Zoom with our AP and above, cast member and above supporters, that I've been trying to pencil in different events that we've been talking about that we know we want to go to or that we have an interest in going to. One of them being the Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet, which is at the end of July. They don't have the date has not been released when it is, but it's typically one of the last 2 weekends in July. So we're going to try and pencil that in. We wanted to do it this year, but it ended up being, it would have been June, July, August for trips. And I want to say Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet was like 2 weeks before D23 or something.
Like
they
that.
were really, really close. So it was just not going to work out with specifically my work schedule.
Yeah.
So that just, So we're hoping this year maybe things will be a little bit more spread out. However, time will tell.
Yeah, we don't have anything in our calendar. I mean, you probably jotted down somewhere, but we need to put it in here so we can look at.
It's not official. It's one of the events, the date that they're looking at, but it's not official yet. So I know, Megan, but one of these times it'll work out for sure.
It has to.
It will. It will. I'm gonna put it out in the universe. It will. But yeah. Darn full-time jobs and vacation days and all that, and just living far enough that it's
Not
half
like
a
you can
day just to
hop
get
over
there.
Yep.
It would be like, I don't know why, but mentally for me it would feel different if our travel time, so for us to drive from home to the airport and then get on the plane for a direct flight and then get off the plane and go get to Disneyland is like, if you don't have the you're sitting and waiting in the airport period of time, it's what, 7 hours?
Something like that.
And that's also not with again, that's not the like extra time to be at the airport. So really it's like 7 to 9 hours for us to get from our doorstep to Disneyland's doorstep. For some reason, mentally, it feels like if I lived like that drive away, it wouldn't feel as...
Well, no, because you could hop on a plane and be there in like half an hour.
Or like a train or something.
Yeah.
If we took the train, it would be like 3 days for us to get from
Unfortunately,
here to there.
I think it'd be great to take the train.
I know. I think it'd be fantastic too. Becca, I'm sure we will be... I don't know if we'll be out there for the 70th. Like if we'll be out the day of the 70th. But that's the wonderful thing about Disney is they like to celebrate these big milestone anniversaries.
For like 18 months.
For months. So we'll be out during the 70th celebration for sure. I don't know if it will be like, in July on the day, but... for sure will happen.
I'm sure sometime in the 7th we will
We
be
talked
there.
about that because we did the 60, was it, when did we do it?
67, 68, something like that.
7th. I think it was the 67th. And we did it on the day. And I just remember it was really, 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 really hot. And the hard thing about being there on that day was they didn't really have anything special.
Yeah.
There was a cavalcade. And it just so happened that was the time that was the day that we got invited and able to go down through the crypt of the Haunted Mansion. May the crypt rest in peace because it doesn't exist in its current form anymore. So that was like our Disney magic for that day. But yeah.
Yeah, Kevin, I used to go from Northern California all the time. I grew up and lived in Santa Rosa, California, and it would take us about 7 hours. We would leave in the evening and drive down.
Mentally, that feels a little better to me than like...
Yeah.
Planning a trip now, it just seems like it's a bigger obstacle.
The other thing too is like with the driving that was exciting for me was landmarks.
Yeah.
And so as you're going down, it's getting exciting because you're like, ooh, we've passed this point, or ooh, we passed, for Kevin, you probably know, past Harris Ranch. It's like, that's cool.
Yeah.
So what is the Club 33 Instagram discussion?
You're
more into that.
I don't know. I haven't heard about the current cost of Club 33. I mean,
Nicole,
it's never
where
been...
are you?
It's never been...
Oh, she's in Australia, I think.
I know it's never been a cheap. The 65th year was your first trip back to Disneyland. Wasn't the 65th, weren't they closed? Yes, that was 2020. So it must have been 66th.
In 30.
I'm curious. Now I need to like go online and figure out what the
That's what I thought. I was gonna say, because you're from Australia,
like,
right?
wait a minute,
Because I'm just trying to
Australia.
remember. Yep.
posted at
$30,000.
30,000.
Oh, probably.
Oh, dang.
I've just
I
come to the
wonder-
conclusion that is not on my list of realistic expectations for my life.
I wonder. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to like find some people that are Club 33 members. If you've been a Club 33 member for 20 years, do you get locked into lower rates, or does the rate go up? Does your rate go up along with, like, is it new members that have crazy high rates, or does everybody have crazy high rates?
That's a great
I wonder how
question.
that works.
Oh.
Because it's like, right, DVC, when you signed up for DVC versus signing up for DVC now, it's not the same price.
Oh, Tara, yeah, I've seen the stupid thing with the upset couple because the lady was terrible and they deserve to lose their Club 33 membership and all of that. So go to hell. No, because their whole thing was, there was a whole article about it.
I don't
Did you see
even
this?
know. No.
Oh, so this lady, I think they got like kicked out or something, and then they talked about like their entire leisure travel revolved around their Club 33 membership, and like they used it as a big status thing. Like they'd bring friends there and all this stuff.
Sure.
Well, Disney, because they were rude or she said something nasty or something like that to the staff there, or they cussed or something.
So they got kicked out.
So they got kicked out, and they like suspended their Club 33 membership while they did this like arbitration or something. And then
so
I
they're
think
fighting against.
and
that.
then they're fighting, and then they're like, well, they wanted some things. I think they want some stuff back for the fact that they were missed out, and like
That sounds like a mess.
it was dumb.
That sounds like a mess.
The lady was just a terrible human being, and so I have no sympathy for them.
Lee lives in the Sierra Nevada foothills. 6.5 hours. That's not bad. Oh, drunk in the park, and then it got revoked. We can dig into this later.
Yeah.
But yeah, dang.
Yeah, they were just, it was not great.
Not good. Cussed at a manager? Oh, no. Yeah. You got to be on good behavior.
Yeah, they wanted $400,000. And, like, the husband, the most ridiculous thing was, I think it was the husband or the wife. One of the two said, like, they were going to, like, it didn't matter how much it was going to cost. They were going to continue to fight this until they got their stuff back. And they're like, what?
I don't know.
Anyway.
I would not want to go up against Disney legal.
No.
I can just say that. I can say that. I feel like it's very tough to win that. But yeah, anyways.
Sierra Nevada
Moving
foothills
on.
would not be great, though, like, when the weather's bad. Probably a lot longer than 6.5 hours.
It is interesting because, yeah, Lee lives in a place in California, one of the few places in California that actually sees snow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It isn't that hard to be a good person. And that's not even Club 33. That's just anybody who goes to any public, anywhere, even the grocery store. Just be a decent human.
Did they only get kicked out of Club 33 or did they get kicked out of the parks too?
I don't remember what the whole thing was. But because their Club 33 membership included their entrance and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they didn't even live local. I want to say they lived in like Arizona and they like were constantly going there. I don't know. It was something crazy like that.
I wish I had that much money.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving. You know what? Let's talk about Halloween some more since we keep getting off topic with Halloween stuff. What's something that you always look forward to for Halloween, Tag?
At Disneyland?
Yes.
That's not Oogie Boogie Bash in
That's
Village
not
Grove.
Oogie Boogie Bash.
I like the decorations a lot around the parks around Halloween time. I love Christmas time even
like
more,
what?
but like
what decorations?
I
There's
like
a
all
lot.
the pumpkins and stuff that they put around.
The Main Street pumpkins are so fun.
Love all of the purple bunting and stuff in California Adventure. I
And
love the
purple
bats.
lights. The thing that's really
And the Headless Horseman at night.
yes, the Headless Horseman statue. If you haven't, you must take your time on Main Street and really look at all the different pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns that they've got because they're so fun. They're so themed. There's an Elvis pumpkin above the music shop.
Mhm.
There's like, it looks like a pumpkin that like was shaving, but half of his mustache is missing. Like, they're so clever. They're not just like triangles and a smile and, whatever. They've got a lot of personality. It's super fun.
I also
The
love
Halloween tree, that's a good one too.
Is it the
Kevin?
ravens that are in the time shop or whatever that they put around
Oh
inside
yeah, all
the
the
store?
different ravens. Yes. Hocus Pocus Lego kit. That's fun.
I was telling James about that because I said, that's probably going to go into the vault again soon. And if I ever wanted to get it, I should get it soon.
Nathan, you're going for the first time during Halloween season. Oh, you're gonna love it. It's so fun. It's just a different feel. Like, even though it's warm out, it still feels like fall. And this is coming from somebody who lives in the Midwest, that we have like true
Colors
season
and
change, and the fall leaves are.
Sure to catch the Halloween Screams fireworks if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Not
You
part
need
of the party.
You need to watch it at least once from like Main Street and in front of the castle, so that you can see the different characters that happen just there. But also, we always recommend going back to the Small World. It's awesome. Nightmare Before Christmas Lego set, very cool. Lego's been killing it with all the Disney Lego things. What? So you can add it to your want list.
I think it's like literally on the front page of Lego.com.
Well, yeah.
Have you seen this
the
one?
season. Oh, cute.
Oh,
it's like
I
a
love
mini
it.
version of Halloween Town. I love it. Very cute.
I love the mayor. He's probably like my favorite character from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Halloween and Christmas times are the best. Yes, all the like holiday cheer and spirit.
They
I
have
agree.
a mayor character that comes
Does his
in
head
the set.
spin?
I'm sure it does.
Oh, yep, because they're on the front of the box. He's got his happy face on. Cute.
Why do you not have this, Teresa?
Why do I not have it? Because, Tag, we've been over this. There's only so many different things that I can collect, so I have to focus on just like a couple of things to collect because I don't want my house to be full.
2,193 pieces. That's pretty good, too.
It's super cute.
I do think Lee, like, I love Halloween, and I think Disneyland does Halloween amazingly, but there is something extra special magical about Christmas time at the resort.
Yeah.
And that's because, like, I love Christmas lights, and they put a lot of Christmas lights everywhere. Plus, Christmas is during the winter, which means that the sunlight is up less, which means that nighttime at Disneyland more, which is my favorite time to be at Disneyland, is after dark. And
There's
unfortunately
a lot more
this year,
nighttime.
we didn't get a lot of nighttime anything because we were all in the long day months.
That's true. That is true. Plus, you've got, what is it? Yeah, the Christmas end of year season time has like fog. There was like funky, cool fog the last couple of times we were there in the morning, like this thick, almost eerie fog.
Hmm.
Do you remember that? We like took a picture one time and you couldn't even see the top of the tree, the top of the Christmas
Oh, yeah,
tree.
yeah.
Super cool. Yes, and there's holiday music and like I don't know. It's chilly, but it's not like frigid like it is here in the Midwest where you go outside and you can be like a person-sicle because it's so cold. Your eyelashes have icicles on them.
I guess like the end of winter, beginning of spring is probably like my least favorite time at Disneyland because there's just not really much going on. Because there's no holidays.
That's a great time because then I feel like not a lot of people are there because there's not a lot going on. So then you got your low crowd levels.
But Teresa, you know just as well as I do that there is no such thing as an off season anymore. It's always busy.
Yeah. But that time of year, they still have a lot of different festivals and stuff going on because they've got like third-party things. Like you've got the Gumball Rally type stuff.
Sure.
And then you also have what is the Food and Wine Festival.
Yeah. Deanna, I don't know why you
All
have
sorts of
not
fun.
been during Christmas time. I feel like that should be easily on your list.
Maybe it's there. Maybe it's towards the top. So hopefully soon.
Yeah. But I'm just surprised she hasn't gone already.
Yeah.
The Pumpkin Hunt, there's a couple places. I think
The
you
one
could do
for
it in any of the
downtown
parks, right?
Disney, you can go to the pin store, or you can go to World of Disney for the ones at downtown Disney.
And then they have the
And
two
then you
things
can
in
do.
the
Then
parks,
there's a
right?
separate pumpkin hunt in DCA and a separate pumpkin hunt in Disneyland. But the downtown Disney one is the downtown Disney specific pumpkin hunt is the pin traders and World of Disney.
Well, Deanne, you're retired now, so
You're
you don't
already
have to
tired.
work Christmas if you don't want to.
Oh, that's right. No, because remember she has a part-time job for the holiday season.
But she doesn't have to. She's
That's
retired. She
true.
could not do that.
That's true.
It's because Jill talked her into getting a part-time job, I'll bet.
I think she was joking that was her her Disney fund. That's for her fun money.
Yeah. Deanne, you should definitely go. Go after Christmas. Like, go that first week of January when, like, the New Year's over, but they still have all the Christmas stuff up. That's what you should do.
There you go. Tara, yes, it does sound like it is 3 separate cards. So there's a Downtown Disney card, a Disneyland card, and a DCA card. And they are each separate and a separate, different, you have to buy 3 cards.
But that means that you get 3 different little pumpkin sippers, right? Because they're all
That's true. You
different.
can pick out 3 different prizes. It's all the same prizes, but you can get 3 variations, I guess would be
Yeah.
a good way of saying it. But yeah. It would be neat if they had, and maybe they do. Maybe they have some sort of thing where you can buy all 3 for a couple bucks less. I don't know. I haven't heard anybody report on that, but that'd be a neat thing if they did. Applying at the Enchanted Forest,
Deanne.
Deanne. Oh, that'd be fun.
Well, I'm telling you right now, if Deanne works at Enchanted Forest, we need to make a trip out to the
that
Enchanted
would
Forest
be fun.
you
Well,
haven't
you
been.
know what though? We'd have to maybe figure it out, but we're thinking about doing the Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet. There you go.
Enchanted Forest was charming.
Yeah.
They
Very
have a
cool.
slightly above what I would do in my backyard, like Matterhorn version attraction. It was kind of fun.
Slightly above what you would do in
Like a lot of the stuff in Enchanted Forest is very somebody made in their backyard feeling,
Okay.
but obviously like better than that because like it's open to the public. But it's not like you wouldn't see a lot of this stuff like at a regular like Six Flags or Disneyland
sure.
or anything
Well,
like that.
Oh, sure. I was gonna say Six Flags. Couple of like the one or two times I've ever been to a Six Flag in my entire life, I feel like there's no theming there. I just remember like
No,
metal
there's no
roller
theming.
coaster structures and cement.
We were just talking about this. We finally recorded our Hub Crawl episode, and we were talking about
Homemade in the best way. That's cool.
we were talking about Epic Universe and if we thought that was going to make a difference with
What?
Disney World.
Yes.
And
It already has. Look at all the stuff they announced.
yeah. But one of the things we were talking about is how there's a large majority of people who don't pay attention to theming and stuff. They're just there for like whatever it is. And so it doesn't really matter. So that's why like Six Flags and stuff are popular
Yeah.
or whatever.
Well, but I think that's getting. I feel like that's shifted, and I don't know if it's because of all of us Disney adults and the internet that mindset is kind of shifted. That think like people are really appreciating theme parks more now than I think they had previously, and it was more just like for some people it was more just thrill rides,
Sure.
and that's all they cared about was the thrill, not the theme.
Yes, Deanne coming off the Matterhorn and flying over the castle, I think would be amazing. I don't think she'd do it, but it'd be funny. Yeah, see, so you're in this like.
I like how you have a screen. Like, why do you have
Well,
a
it's
windshield?
plastic, so you're not like. Well, because there's an area where you're pretty sideways, and you feel like you're gonna like fall out of it.
Oh my gosh.
In fact, I think when we went on this, I think Deanne. Were you in a cast or something?
Yes, she was, because you guys sent me a photo that she had like her
But look at this is
cast like in a bag.
this is crazy though. Like it's fun, but like there's times where like look how like you're turning quite a bit. Oh, and then you stop. See, did you see how like fast that stopped?
Holy buckets.
Oh, it's not done either. This was just like a brake check. Because there's an area where you can see from like the line, it banks. Look, you bank pretty hard. You're like sideways. Anyway,
That's right. Your thumb surgery thing.
but I remember she went on the log ride and they had to put a
I
plastic
don't
garbage
know.
bag
This
on her.
looked a little terrifying.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It
no,
really
looks a
actually
little terrifying.
was. Did they go on it twice? This video must have it twice. Anyway,
Enchanted Forest. If you're in, what is it, Oregon? Go visit. All right. Well, it looks like we're already
oh, it is 8:30
coming to
already.
that time. So I want to take a minute just to thank everyone here for hanging out with us
Yeah.
this evening. Also, huge shout out and thank you for just supporting us by listening to the podcast, coming to fun little hangout things like this, even though we kind of go all off topic and all over the place. We hope you guys always have fun and it's enjoyable.
I think people like our weird off-topic rants.
Well, let's hope so, because that's kind of our norm. But anyways, we hope everyone has a good rest of your weekend and have a really awesome week, and we will see you next time.
All right, bye, guys.